Hello again there folks, TaterCat here. Today I will be reviewing the first volume of Blood Plus by Asuka Katsura. Now, the interesting thing about Blood Plus is apparently there was the manga series as well as a light novel that was all leading up to the release of the anime in Japan, because all of these came out within the same year. So Blood Plus, the manga, is an adaptation of the anime, as well as the light novel. It's all the same story. There is a sequel to Blood Plus, the manga, called Adagio. Apparently that's a bit expensive to get your hands on. I have to order it eventually, but I figured I'd like to just note that first. If you are curious, Blood Plus is inspired by the movie Blood the Last Vampire, so it does have similarities between that, like the weird vampiric creatures called chiropterans. This follows the story of Saya Otonashi. She is unfortunately an amnesiac who cannot remember anything except for the last year of her life, so everything else is a blank. But she lives in an adopted family with the father, George, and her two adoptive brothers, Riku and Kai. Riku is just this squishy little soft boy, and Kai is kind of a delinquent who beats up people with a bat. Well, one day at a park, after chasing people off from bullying Riku because he is a soft, squishy boy, they are standing, and there is a cellist or celloist, I don't really know, guy who plays a cello, I don't really know what they're called, is also in the park, and he's playing this song that Saya recognizes. He stands up and he says, "I've been seeking you, Saya," and she obviously is just like, "I don't know who you are." While this is going on, George meets up with some dude from the military. I don't know exactly what side he's on. I think his name is David. And apparently George was just meant to watch over Saya, but he got attached and, is even referring to her as his daughter, so he doesn't really want to have her leave. That's the whole point of why David shows up, because they need her to go fight chiropterans because they're starting to be a problem again. She doesn't know anything about this, so she has no idea what anybody's talking about until one night a chiropteran shows up and it attacks her and Kai. Haji pops up, the guy who was playing the celloist, his name is Haji, appears with this big case that he's been carrying around that has a katana in it. He tells her the only person who can fight who can kill those monsters is her. He forces her to drink some of his blood, and she basically awakens into her, warrior mode. You learn that the reason why she's the only one who can really kill them is because apparently, whatever she is, her blood is a toxin to the chiropterans. There's one point where David shoots her in the chest and she basically immediately regenerates, so it kind of shows her that you are not human, so she, of course, is incredibly upset. Haji, she sees him in the park again, and he tells her that, because this is the same thing David told her, that if she stays where she is with her family, she's putting them in danger because chiropterans will continue to go after her. So, unfortunately, by default, that means her family is also going to be pursued. She's just so distraught because she doesn't want to put her family in danger because obviously, she loves them. So she feels like she has to leave, or otherwise they're gonna get caught up in all of this mess and potentially get killed. There's even a part where when the chiropteran attacked Saya and Kai, the house blew up, And unfortunately, Riku got caught in the rubble. And now he's in intensive care in the hospital, so she feels guilty about that. She feels guilty that her family is put in danger at all, so she feels like she has to leave, even if no matter how much she wants to stay with them. So that's just sad, because for the last year she got settled and she has a family that loves her, and now she has to leave them for their own safety. It's been a long time since I've seen the anime. I have considered buying the DVDs for it, but right now on eBay the entire series is like $60. Like, I want to get it, but I don't know if I want to get it that bad, you know? I saw it back in the days when it was on Toonami. I think I'm gonna give the first volume a 7.5 out of 10. Like, it is good, and it's good at establishing, like, Saya's motivation and all of that, and setting up the world. Like, it's introduced the mystery and intrigue of, okay, well, what's going on? But yeah, I think 7 out of 7.5 is fair. I will continue to be reading this. I already started volume 2. Like, subscribe, and all that noise. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Later.